What's up, you guys? Today we have a Neca Godzilla action figure review of the re-release of the 2014 Godzilla action figure. I have this figure from the first release, but was kind of happy to get this one because my figure has something wrong with its legs. And on top of that, I used the boxes for my display, and this box is really awesome. And, you know, the Neca Godzilla line is one of my favorite action figure lines, and I was so devastated to know that it was done because Playmates got the license. And quite frankly, I probably won't be buying the Playmates because I only collected the Neca from Godzilla because it was really great sculpting for a really reasonable price. So I picked up the last 3 remaining Godzilla figures I needed. The only one I haven't gotten, and honestly, unless I can find it for a really cheap price, is the Reactor Glow Loot Crate exclusive. It's going for a ridiculous amount of money. I'm not paying that, but I did get all the rest. So let's go over the box, and then we'll crack this figure open. We'll compare him to the original release, see if there's any differences, and then yeah, let's see what's going on. So here's the box. Really beautiful box. I'm really happy with it. We'll open it up. There's the figure inside. Cool. Alright. Spine. Here's the back. This box is so cool. This is one of my favorite parts about the Godzilla, and actually all the rest of the Ultimate Neca figures is the boxes that we get. They're really cool, and they make for really great display pieces. So let's open this figure up and check them out. Here is Godzilla 2014 out of the package. This is the re-release, and we'll look over the figure, and then we will compare him to the first edition release. So, Godzilla, he looks great. I really love this design of Godzilla. I really do. Let's take a side profile of him. You know, the king of the monsters, and the MonsterVerse in general is one of my favorite properties that are out nowadays. I'm really excited for Godzilla vs. Kong. That looks to be coming out on HBO Max, actually, which is kind of neat. I'm pretty excited about that. Yeah, so this figure, like I said, I gotta get the other one out. Let's see if we can try to compare some differences. I mean, the one thing I can notice, you know, that's still the bendy wire. The newer figures have a much more articulated tail. But I can tell you what, this one's a lot better shaped than my original release. I'll show you some of the flaws of the original release when I get that one out. So let me get the other figure out, we'll compare, and we'll talk more about the figure. So right off the bat, I can tell that the re-release is painted a much nicer color. It's a lot darker black, and this one's a little bit lighter. The chest is more so painted, so it definitely was repainted, but it looks like it's the same sculpt. But look, you can see with my original release, the legs came in really like poor loose joints. So I actually had the super glue, so these are stuck the way they are. So I'm really happy to get one that doesn't have the crazy, look at the gap. That was a giant gap, and it made me so mad that it was like that, and it was wiggly, so I had to super glue it, and I'm just really unhappy with it. So I'm really happy to have this new one. And as you can see, I have some really warped fins that the figure came like that. So again, there's just so many imperfections with this particular figure, so it just really bummed me out. But this one is, you know, from what I can see, there's no imperfections. It's perfect, and I'm happy with the re-release. I'm happy with the box it came with. This will focus. There we go. I'm happy with the box it came with, and you can tell like this are a solid more black. So like they definitely repainted it. It's the same mold that I can tell. If anybody sees any differences, let me know. But from what I can see, it is the exact same mold. Let's take him out and put him with the MonsterVerse King of the Monsters Godzilla. Man, they look really cool together. That looks really, like the dorsal fins are a lot bigger. So yeah, these figures are just so cool. I'm so mad that Neca lost the license. Like, I don't understand how you can even compare Playmates to Neca. They're two different audiences, and the fact that Playmates they didn't want competition. Two different audience, man. Ones are for children, these are for the adult collectors. So it really bums me out that these are the last remaining Godzilla figures. but I'm happy with the line we got. I'm not going to sit there and bellyache over it. I'd rather be able to have some of these NECAs in my collection than none at all. But this figure's awesome. If you guys can get your hands on the re-release of the Godzilla 2014, I would highly recommend it for the box alone, and then the paint is just a lot better than the original release. I like the darker tones to this. So yeah, guys, this was my quick review of the NECA Godzilla 2014 action figure, and I'll talk to you guys real soon. Bye.